Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. I'm going to make this video because it gives me a great example to show you why you shouldn't do the things I say. Listen to me, but don't do what I do. You know what I mean? Speaking about morals, casting away your morals, all this kind of stuff, because if you are a moral person, you're just not going to survive, right? And I just want to show you how corrupt the scene is at every level, from the very bottom to the quotation marks top. So we're going to show, like I said, I've always said Desk is a fraud to me. Desk gets credit for the stuff that is not true, and I'm going to show it. And I'm going to show how even little minuscule goombas as well in the community, if you are fake and you suck the dick of other fake people, you will profit, right? So let's look at this one guy, right? So, oops, what did I do? I accidentally hit one of these fucking ads. Some Dragon Ball FighterZ pros believe the new balance patch update actually made the game worse. And I was made aware of this, and I saw it linked to this guy. And I'm like, oh my god. This guy is a pro? Time out, wait. Player, coach, and commentator Sephyr. Someone that has never done anything in the video game community. Complete loser. This guy's claim to fame, if you recall, is, and you can watch the videos, this guy goes around posting on other people's posts who have been dying and claims he has done the same thing as them. Go watch the videos. This guy supposedly is a pro now. A pro video game player. Never done anything for video games in his life. A guy that goes around shit-talking me, and a guy that goes around posting on other people's posts who are talking about dying and claims he has done the same thing. Isn't that crazy? Mine, of course, as well. Isn't that weird? Guy goes around talking shit about me, goes around posting on my posts about how I'm dying and says he's done the same thing, and then it comes out, oh, guess what? He wasn't dying. He just had COVID and he talked to people on the internet. That was how he helped the community. Ironic, considering the video game community likes to make up this idea that I fake dying despite all the proof I've showed. It's so fucking ridiculous. This guy fakes dying and is now considered a pro, even after he was exposed for lying about it. On EventHubs. EventHubs, not a shady site whatsoever. Sarcasm if you can't understand it, right? EventHubs, the same site that gives, where was this one thing? EventHubs, the same site that gives Desk credit for old Nintendo power codes. EventHubs is supposedly the leader in competitive fighting game coverage. Which just goes to show you, because they are, I think, potentially, if not the biggest fighting game site there is. And they give credit to people like Desk for doing stuff that is not even true. Desk discovers a weird glitch characters in Street Fighter Alpha. Proceeds to figure out actually how to play them. 2021. Wow, we're giving Desk credit for GameFAQs bugs that everybody knows. That also says exactly how they play. Desk. There's one name in the fighting game community that stands above all others when it comes to creative combo creation. Desk. Well, I guess Desk is now working with DNF Tool. Desk is a fucking fraud, dude. Desk, for some reason, is considered the best tech guy, combo video guy ever because he did a one-handed combo. Desk gets credit for Super Nintendo bugs that everybody fucking knows as a kid. Bugs that you can read on GameFAQs. Do you remember how, like, the kind of stuff this guy gets credit for is comical, dude? Not even remotely true. But what I'm getting at, and like I said, you can look it up. It's like, wow, you're just real. And I bring up Desk because it's almost, and I want to show this because morally, I think it's fucked up that the guy lets himself take credit for it. Because if you recall, how many times have people throughout the years tried to give me credit for things like the Kim Infinite and CVS 2? It would be, and this was in 2018, people still giving me credit for it. It would be so easy for me if I was a shady person to be like, oh, it's been so many years. Let me try to take credit for something that isn't mine. But whenever anyone brings something up to me that I did not do, I don't want to take credit for it. Now, if you want to give me credit for, like I said, yeah, maybe I was the first person to do it in real matches or something, maybe. Or if I'm the person that showed a way to actually do it. But the idea is actually from somebody else. Why would I take credit for that? I'm not a shady motherfucker. I'm not someone that's going around taking credit for game facts codes. Can you imagine that you are considered the best, most creative person ever? That you are getting, let alone to work on video games or some shit for shit that's not even fucking true? Personally, I think it's morally fucked up. If you want to say Desk is the best ever because he's done a one-handed combo, maybe execution-wise I've said, okay, maybe execution, give him that. But he's not a game changer. He's not someone that changes the perspective and how video games have worked. You know what I mean? That's why I always say, you know what? Compared to Desk, who gets credit for stuff that isn't even remotely true, that you can look up in 5 seconds and see it's not true. All these years, I have constantly had to put out the best shit there is because the community wants to... Any excuse the community could use to try to say that something I did is not real or something, they will use it. And that's why I'm very proud of myself that, you know what? I've done so much shit for so many years, people have to make up the fact that, oh, let's say he faked dying. You know what I mean? They have to make up all this other fucking fake shit like, oh, the combos he does, is it real? All this other kind of shit, right? So that's the kind of stuff I'm getting at, right? You know what I mean? Desk gets credit for shit that's not even true. EventHubs, the leading video game place, fighting game, whatever, they give credit to people, put them on a pedestal who have faked dying for credit, for clout, while saying that I faked dying when I've actually been dying in the hospital, you fucking idiot. Is that not crazy? But that just goes to show you, if you are a morally corrupt person, just suck other morally corrupt people's dicks, metaphorically speaking, and maybe metaphorically, figuratively, maybe physically speaking. You know what I mean? And people will give you credit for it. It's crazy, right? Look at me. I've showed, I have constantly, don't give me credit for something I didn't do. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? Don't give me credit for something that's not true. Because I want anyone that actually looks up anything that is said about me, you can see what is true. You know what I mean? But there you go. So I just think it goes to show you on a small level, you got a guy being called a pro who's never done anything in video games in his life and is actually someone that is fake dying for credit for stuff. He gets promoted. Desk has done a one-handed combo. I should say, Desk is almost a perfect example of a guy who is just, quotation marks, good enough that somehow he got people to believe the lie with EventHubs. And I only call him out because I think it's morally wrong to take credit for stuff that is not true. But I guess they're making money, so who cares, right? Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, sub, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.